Here we are at one of America's greatest cathedrals of speed. Mike Joy and Darrell Waltrip welcoming you to Texas Motor Speedway and the Samsung Mobile 500.
Mike, you hit the nail on the head. This joint is bad fast. It's one of the fastest tracks on the circuit. It's also one of the biggest races. Everybody comes here, they want to win those cowboy hats and shoot those six-shooters.
Carl Edwards has 3 wins here, 5 drivers tied with 2 apiece.
Yeah, there's a bunch of guys I think you can favor here. The Roush cars look really, really good this week.
They say everything's bigger in Texas. Let's find out who's best in Texas.
And with that, we come to the beginning of this event. Pace car is in. We start P15. And we are green here in Texas.
Car at your door. Up top at your door.
Boyer. God damn it, Boyer.
3 wide, 2 outside.
Of course, we get into someone and have to surrender a shit ton of position as soon as the race starts.
There, right there.
Which is protocol for us, basically.
At your door, up top. Put it on the left.
Anyway, we go up the outside of JJ Yaley, but Ty Dillon and Michael Waltrip go down our inside. This can only end badly.
Car outside, at your door. Car closer on the inside.
We have the draft of JJ Yaley right now. Waltrip tries to go down our inside, throw the block. Stuck on the high side now. We managed to get back down.
Move down low.
Get into Ty Dillon again. Go down his inside.
Today, buddy.
Take the position.
Car approaching your rear.
We slide up. That allows Michael Waltrip to go down our inside.
1 inside.
Can't quite get the pass done as we sail it into turn 3. But he comes back. Has the draft of JJ Yaley. We get into both of them.
Clear.
We make it 3 wide into 1.
Let's go to work now, buddy. Come on.
That sends Danica Patrick back to the rear.
Car in line with you. You're clear.
There's battles all over the show here,
Watch your
folks.
inside. Clear low.
Waltrip tries to come back up our inside, can't
Car
quite.
down low.
Oh, he does do it. But we have
Down low.
Josh Wise to contend with up front here. Having to feather the throttle to avoid slapping the wall coming out of 4.
Go down low.
Easily dispatched of Josh Wise. And we sit P35 after 5 laps. We now see Trevor Bain in our crosshairs in a 4-way battle for 34th position he was in. And now we come to Casey Kane having to back out of it a lot to avoid ramming into Bain. Seven laps complete. Leader is Greg Biffle.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Step it up.
Ty, you're not my crew chief. Stop telling me to let's go. Going down the inside of David Gilliland to try to take 34th.
Come on, let's get past him.
We are there, and we have the position.
Put it on the high side.
But he comes back down our inside, can't quite get there. to Casey Kane now.
You got this. Nice work, man.
Had to feather the
Alright.
throttle to avoid making contact.
Go low, go low.
And we get by.
Right's clear.
Coming up to Trevor Bain. And a gaggle of cars ahead of him. Get loose through one.
9-second gap to the leader.
Had to back out of it a lot. That allows Casey Kane to catch back up. We take to the high side once again. Trevor Bain going slowly. We dispatch of him to take 32nd. Brad Keselowski
Trying to get to your corner.
has to avoid slamming into Cole Witt.
On the inside.
He backs out of it,
Come on, man. Eyes on the prize. Let's do this now.
but we make contact with him, and that allows Casey Kane to get by us. So now we sit P33. Casey Kane and Brad Keselowski are now battling for position ahead of us. Kane takes it. But has to get out of line, and that allows
Looking
us
really good, buddy.
to get up beside Keselowski, but he keeps it.
Clear left.
Keselowski goes down Kane's inside. They're having to deal with the slow car of Cole Witt. Keselowski retakes the position. Now we try once again down the inside of Casey Kane. We get that.
Coming on the high side.
Kane comes
Car
back up
approaching
the outside.
Car outside you.
Does the crossover and retakes position.
Clear up high.
We get into him,
That's it, dude. Every
setting him into
position
the
is 4
wall
points.
unintentionally.
Clear on the high side.
I apologize for that. Remind me to tell his crew chief I apologize. Now we set our sights on Brad Keselowski. We're still trying to get by the 35 of Cole Witt. Back out of it a lot to avoid getting into either one of them. Jostling for position. Can't quite get to Keselowski's bumper. But we do here. We get up his outside, and we have
Left
the
side's
position.
clear.
But he comes right back
Inside.
and
Clear left side.
concedes. Now we come to Cole Witt. The thorn in Keselowski's side for the past several laps. We go down his inside.
At your door, up top. Stay down.
Have to back out of it a lot.
Up top, back
Keselowski
your
tries to come down our inside,
High side's clear.
but I throw the block just in time.
Okay, let's go. We gotta step it up.
Now we set our sights on Paul Menard.
Closing on the
Keselowski
bottom.
tries to go down our inside
Clear
again.
low.
Once again, can't
R2
do
back.
it. Tries the
Outside.
outside move. We clip
Keep
the
it
grass.
Clear right.
We slide up in
Inside
front of
at your door.
Menard,
Clear left.
and we are clear for the moment. But Menard comes back down our inside
Car inside you.
to try the crossover.
Stay up top. You're good right there.
Almost gets into us as Keselowski slaps
the
the
left.
wall behind us. Now we
Car
try
inside,
to do,
just looking.
now we do battle with
Left
Casey
side's clear.
Mears. Go down his
R3
inside,
back.
and we get the job done.
Right's all clear, bud.
20
Looking low.
Coming to 22 laps
Stay
complete
high.
as Casey Mears comes back down our inside
Clear
to
left.
attempt the crossover, but can't quite make it stick.
He's right on you. Clear all around.
We sit P28. Greg Biffle is still your
you
leader.
just closed down the guy in front by 8/10.
Slide up the track slightly through 3 and 4 as we set our sights on Kyle Larson. We have a slight breath of his draft. We move down,
That's a full second you made up on the driver in front.
move
Way
down
to
a
go, buddy.
lane.
We gotta go to work now. We gotta go to work.
Yes, indeed, we do, Ty.
You're good high.
We to make the
Both sides
outside
clear.
move stick on Kyle Larson, and we now sit P27. Larson gains momentum through 1. Even more momentum through 2. Tries to come back for the crossover maneuver. As we are now 25 laps into this 100 lap event. Fastest lap is a 28:13 set by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. One of those Roush cars that Darrell Waltrip was speaking of earlier. As we have set 28:95. We can probably go faster than that if we just loosen it up a little bit. As we come up to Michael McDowell for the 26th position. He had his draft ever so slightly there, but we had to back out. But we come back up to him. Go down to his inside.
Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Easily take it. Next target is Kevin Harvick, having one of his worst runs since joining Stuart Haas.
Nobody's gonna make it easy for us today, buddy.
And yes, I realize worser is not a word before the grammar Nazis knock on my door. Anyway, I digress. We keep going here as Harvick is caught up to a battle of his own. He goes down the inside of, can't quite see who that is. As my bird decides to make an appearance again. Harvick gets loose off of Almirola's back bumper, and we get loose off of Harvick's back bumper. Barely missing the safer barrier at a 2. We managed to keep it under control. We take to the high side now. Gonna have to make a green flag pit stop any second now. Now we have Harvick's draft. Even more. Can't quite get to him yet. Go to Harvick's outside. Couldn't quite get there. Harvick is still battling with Almirola, as allowing us to catch him. Harvick again gets loose off of Almirola's bumper, as Almirola is having a contest with Michael Annett. He goes down his inside. That allows us to catch up. But once again, we have to back out of it.
We can do this. Gotta keep focused.
Harvick is against Almirola's bumper. We have to hit the brakes a lot. Harvick goes around both Almirola and Annette. And now Almirola tries to go down Michael Annette's inside. We have Almirola's draft now.
Keep it low.
Make
Keep
it
low.
3 wide. We take a trip through the grass, reminiscent
Alright.
of the All-Star race
They're on the outside.
from 1987, 89, I believe, 80, somewhere in that area. Reminiscent of the pass in the grass. And
Watch your inside.
our tires
Car
are
up top, one back.
beginning to drop
Car
off.
closing on your outside. Car outside, at your door.
We
You're
lost
up high.
grip at a 4 that allowed us
Approaching low.
to slide up into the safer
down
barrier. But we appear to be okay
Clear left
for the
side.
moment. Greg Biffle is still your leader with a 20-second advantage over myself. With 35 laps in the books. Actually, you know what? We're gonna wait until the spotter calls us in, just so we don't lose a few laps.
Gotta just be smooth, calm. 10-4.
You got it. You got it, Bucky. Our right sides are getting beat up here. Have to ease off more than usual to preserve our rubber. As we come up to Jeb Burton.
That's a full second you made up on the driver in front. Way to go, buddy. Gotta go real easy on the fuel. We're gonna have to stretch this out a little bit, or maybe pit. It's your call.
That is our cue to come to the pit lane. Oops. That was stupid of me.
Looks like you're running on empty. Let's fill her up for starters. We need to
Alright.
get those worn tires off. We're ready for you, buddy.
Alright, so we're gonna get 4 good years, fill it up, and fix the damage that has been incurred over the course of this race so
Be
far.
ready, guys. Let's hustle here.
See how the pit stop goes.
Awesome job, guys. Great teamwork.
We're doing great, buddy. That pit stop's gonna make all the difference. That's another lap down. We got some catching up to do now, buddy. Nobody's gonna pull over and make it easy for us today. Gotta go get it.
As a result of this pit stop, we are now 2 laps back. Shotgun on the field.
You're good low. Just let him by. Clear high.
But now we are in position for the lucky dog if a caution comes out. Which I'm surprised one hasn't yet. Leader is still Greg Biffle. As we approach the halfway mark,
Go low.
going down Matt Kenseth's
Clear right
inside. He backs out of it, presumably to come to the pit. Now we go to Waltrip's outside. Take that position.
Left side's clear.
Come up on Chase Elliott. Easy pass.
High side's clear. We can do this. Just gotta keep focused. Car 3 back. You're all clear.
Biffle still hasn't
Keep high,
made his
keep
pit
high.
stop
Clear
as
left side.
Regan Smith goes down to the
Car
apron
front's heading to the pit.
to make his stop, along with a bunch of others. We still sit 2 laps back. Kinda hoping that the AI messes up at some stage, like we almost did there. Oh. Car's starting to tighten up already.
You're 1 lap down.
We make up one of our laps as Biffle makes his pit stop.
Doing great, man.
We get up to 42nd place now. Martin Truex is our next victim, but he is 3 seconds up the road. Almost 4 seconds up the road now. We're called to the halfway mark.
Go high.
Jeb Burton
Clear left.
in the BK Racing number 26 is your current leader. And it is now Paul Menard in the RCR number 27. Menard's last win coming at the 2011 Brickyard
Come on,
400.
man, keep that momentum. Keep that momentum.
His only win to date,
You're a lap down.
actually. We've moved up to 27th position.
Come on, work your way to the front.
Yeah, what do you think I'm doing,
Clear
Ty?
low.
Coming up
That's
to
a
our
full second you've made up on the driver in
to our
front.
next-
Way to go, buddy.
our next target here, which is Clint Boyer, a car that I got involved with at the start of the race. We're looking to reel him in before turn 1. Can't quite do that, but we have his draft and we are now on his back bumper as he gets away a little bit. We're forced to the high side. Trying to go down Boyer's inside now.
Keep rolling.
Through the quad oval,
Clear high.
we get the job done. Will he go for the crossover? Doesn't appear like it. As he tried to do it, but we slid up in front of him before he had the momentum. Slide up the track once again, out of 4, as we pull away from Boyer now. Kevin Harvick is our next target in the 20th position. Paul Menard remains your leader after 54 laps. We're now down to 45 to go.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
We have a few cars that have yet to make their pit stops, according to
1
Ty.
lap behind.
We are once again reminded we are a lap behind as we slap the safer barrier coming out of 2. Can't quite hold the top. David Gilliland in the 38th position now, after being in the top 5 during
Clear on
pit
the
stops. Top 10, rather.
Car 2 back. Now you're clear.
Harvick is a 2.25 seconds up the road
Car closing on the inside.
as we slide
Inside.
into the marbles,
Inside's clear.
up into the wall that allows Gilliland to get by.
Looking really good right here.
Greg Biffle has assumed the lead back from Paul Menard. And we are back on the lead
Clear
lap
high.
by virtue of pit stops. Hoping we have a caution before the race is over so we can get up to the front. But at this point, I don't see that happening, unfortunately. We have a gaggle of
Car in front,
cars
heading to the pit.
up ahead here. We have yet another taker for the pits, and that is Michael McDowell.
40 to go. Keep it going.
40 laps to go here in Texas. Biffle is now a little more than a straightaway behind us, so we have to pick it up if we want to avoid getting lapped again. Unfortunately, we are not making any inroads on the 19th place car, and our tires are falling off yet again. We may have to make another green flag pit stop. I'm hoping that's not the case, but it almost certainly will be. No word if we're making
That's
any.
6 tenths you made up on the driver in front.
And as I go to say no word or if we're making any inroads on the 19th place car, we get told we've made up 6 tenths. So that's a good sign. It's not going to be enough if we want to avoid getting lapped. Not exactly sure where Harvick is in that pack up there. But I know he's not directly in front of us.
That car's holding us up. Get past him.
10-4. We're in Kenseth's draft now, as we try to go down his inside. Can't quite get there. Kenseth will be impeded by Michael Annett. That allows us to catch up.
3-0.
We scrape the grass ever
Gotta
so
get more aggressive,
slightly.
man. Pass the slower car in front. One inside.
We now go up. Kenseth's outside.
Clear left side.
Can't quite get the job done. Michael Annett still impeding
on the
his
left.
progress. Go down.
Car in front's heading to the
Kenseth's
pit.
inside.
Got one
We
working the
slide
top.
up into him. 3 wide through 4. And we get the job
Left
done.
side's clear.
Thanks to a bit of assistance from the lap car of Michael Annett. Now, Tony Stewart is our next target. As Regan Smith
We got
was our
this,
next target, but he's coming to the pit lane right now. As Kenseth attempts to come back, tried to make the crossover move. We get into the safer barrier going into 1. That allows Kenseth
One
to go
back,
down
on
our
the low.
inside.
Car inside, trying to get to your corner.
Tries to
One on
go.
the bottom.
Tries to go for the pass. We hold the top.
Clear down low.
He backs out of it as we dive it into turn 3. Coming to 25 to go here. Currently sitting at 27 to go. As our fuel is now approaching critical level, as are our tires. And Biffle is now less than half straight away from coming up to lap us. So we will be lapped again in the pit lane. We'll make lap 76 our next pit stop.
Okay, man. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth.
As here is Tony Stewart.
That's a full second you made up on the driver in front. Way to go, buddy.
Our right sides are shredded.
Check your outside.
As now we pull it to the apron to make our way to the pit.
You're a lap down.
And Biffle goes around us. So we're officially a lap down.
Looks like you're running on empty. Let's fill her up the starters. Let's go with 4 tires. Copy that? Okay, buddy, we're standing by.
And we're gonna fill it up, take 4 good years, and repair what little damage we have.
Remember what we practiced. Let's do this.
We'll almost certainly come out dead last. Once again. And we are away after a solid pit stop.
Nice pit stop right there, just like we practiced.
From our,
Like I said, we got a real good car here.
from
Just
our
take care of it, buddy.
crew.
You're 2 laps down.
2 laps back. We're allowed to get up onto the track. We sit 31st, not 43rd like I thought we were going to be. Now with the fresh rubber, we can sail it through 3 and 4 without any problem.
Just keep a good pace. You're doing good.
Damn it, why do the dogs always have to bark when I'm doing this?
Man, that was fast. You just hit a new personal best right there. Great job.
So we
Okay,
set
let's
our
go. We gotta step it up.
personal best lap at a 28:48. Not quite to the top speed of this race, but I'll take it. Go to
Come on, buddy. We're faster than the car in front. Let's pass him.
3 wide through the quad oval.
Car up top, just looking.
Come up to our next
Watch your
target,
outside.
who is Regan Smith.
Our
Harvick
outside.
goes down our outside.
Clear right side.
Smith goes to the bottom. Harvick goes around up top. And we go to Smith's inside. We get into him
You're good low.
slightly. We almost
High
lose
side's
it, but we
clear.
managed to save it. The next car for us to dispatch is Jamie McMurray, who was a little less than 2 seconds up the road. As we are now less
Clear
than
right.
20 to go.
And your door on the bottom.
What
Car
the
on the bottom,
hell?
run back. Clear left.
Got a little bit greedy coming out of 4, I reckon. That allowed Smith to get around us. We try to come back to his inside once again.
Doing it today.
We take the position. Now
Right's clear.
Now we get around the lapped car of
Car
Casey
outside. At
Mears.
your door. Bunch of mirror. He's coming up fast. 2 laps behind. Gotta just be smooth, calm. 10-4.
Smith goes back up our
Clear right
outside. We get into him as a warning sign that we're here and we want by.
Keep it low. Keep it low. Outside.
We get by him once
Clear up
again.
top. He's coming high.
He comes back to
Looking
the high
high.
side
Car outside. Trying to get to your corner.
and goes back around us yet again. We're gonna try and do the same thing.
Stay high.
We get to his
His
outside.
side's clear.
but we scraped the wall before being able to get beside him. He gets away a little bit off the draft of Casey Mears. As we sit P26 with 15 and a half laps to go, coming to 15 to go now.
Go to the low side.
So we finally get around Smith and Mears.
Car outside.
Mears to our outside.
High side.
Smith comes
Watch
back.
your rear. We're on the high side.
Tries to go to our outside, but we have the advantage.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Don't hit the wall
Car
again.
inside at your door.
We get into Smith
Nice and easy. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
yet again.
Put it on the left.
It's turning into a nice battle between myself and the Junior Motorsports entry.
He's charging.
He comes back
Use the momentum. Let's
again.
go. Car 2 back.
2 car lengths back from us, and he
And
backs
clear.
out of it. Casey Mears is now
Okay,
between
let's go
us.
find your next victim.
That allows us to get away and set our sights now on Jamie McMurray. There's Biffle, the leader of most of this race. Dale Jr. is now your leader, having won this event in his first try back in 2000. Celebrated with his father that day.
To go.
10 laps to go now. Dale Jr. is out to
That's a full
a
second you made up on the driver in front. Way to go,
2-lap
buddy.
advantage over us.
You're 2 laps down.
And now he comes in to make his pit stop. Come up on Danica Patrick, who is, I would assume, a lap or 2 behind us. Will she put up a fight?
9 to go.
9
You're
lap.
1 lap down.
We make up a lap by virtue of Junior
Car on the outside.
pitting.
Looking outside.
Danica
Good pace. You're doing
comes
great.
back to our outside.
Clear on the outside.
Can't quite get the job done.
Left side's clear.
And we get up to the 19th position, which is where we
Closing
were
on the bottom.
before we made our
Got
pit
one
stop.
more to the bottom.
Danica down our inside. She backs out
Clear
of it.
left side.
There's Dale Jr. Leader is now Clint Boyer. As we approach McMurray. Less than 10 laps to go now.
8 to go.
We're giving 8 to go. So we come up to Cole Witt, who we were battling with early on. He's in his own little battle with, I believe that is Michael Annette.
7 to go.
7 laps to go. These 3 are stuck behind. Who is
Keep
that?
rolling. Keep rolling.
These 3 are stuck behind Paul Menard. These 2, excuse me. As Witt goes down the net's inside, we get into him. He slides up towards the wall,
High side's clear.
manages to save it, and we avoid a yellow flag. Damn.
6 to go.
Paul Menard is your leader, as we are about to go around him to get our lap back.
Hello. Car outside you.
And we do so.
We're up high.
We are now back on the lead lap, but we sit 17th.
Car on the bottom. 3 back. He's coming on the inside. Watch your rear.
Menard tried to go back
We're on
up
the low
our
side.
inside.
1 up top.
As here
We're on the
comes Danica.
At your door up top. Coming on the outside.
along with Casey
One outside.
Mears.
Car at your door. Up top at your door.
Where the hell is McMurray?
Got one working the top.
We get into Mears. That sends him up towards the
One up
wall.
top.
Tony
Clear
Stewart
on the
goes
high side.
around us. Takes
Clear
the
left.
17th position.
5 to go.
We almost go 3 wide through the quad oval.
You're doing it today. Stay low. Let him by. Be smart here. Clear high. Car up top. Two back.
Dove it in there a little bit too
Clear
heavy.
right. Car tucked in behind you.
But we will get to Stewart's rear bumper.
4 to go.
Coming out of the quad oval. We
Car
come to
outside.
4 to go
Clear up
now.
top.
As Carl Edwards is now your leader.
Looking inside. Inside.
Stewart goes back up our
Car
inside.
punching your rear.
We hold the outside, and here's Edwards to put Stewart a lap down.
Low side.
Stewart comes back through the quad
Car
oval.
low. 3 to go.
3 laps to go now.
Inside. Clear left
Backs
side.
off. Edwards goes back
Let
around
go
him.
buddy.
3 wide behind us.
Low side's clear.
There's a battle for the lead. Biffle takes it. We get
Alright.
into Biffle. Sending him to the
One
to
lap
the
behind.
wall. We get into him again. Coming to
Right
2
off
to
clear,
go.
bud. Clear low. 2 to go.
2 laps to go for us, and the white flag for Greg Biffle.
He's coming high. Cover your outside. Car
Biffle
outside.
tries to
At
go
your door.
around, but he gets
Clear
loose.
high.
Has to back out. And it appears we will finish on the lead lap unless one of these two gets around us before.
Let him pass. Car inside you.
Yes, we will finish on the lead lap.
Checkered flag. Left side's clear.
Greg Biffle
Nobody's gonna make it
wins
easy for us today,
the
buddy.
race. Meanwhile, we still have a lap to go here. As we come up on Jamie McMurray. Probably won't get to him unless he gets into it with this car beside him, which doesn't appear he will, so we will finish P31. What?
Good race today. We collected some good points.
Okay, P17.
Good, strong, confident driving out there, buddy. Top 20 is more than respectable.
Yes, indeed, and for the race that I had, I will take it. Let's take a look at the results. Greg Biffle is your winner, followed by Carl Edwards, Paul Menard, Joey Logano, Ryan Newman, Dale Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kyle Busch, and Ryan Blaney rounds out your top 10. Ricky Stenhouse setting the fastest lap all the way back on lap 2. And we come home P17, sandwiched between McMurray and Smith, setting a fastest lap of 28:48, which isn't too bad. Anyway, now to the point standings. We dropped to 9th as a result of that top 15. Dale Jr. is the points leader with a single win and 3 top 10s to show for it. Biffle, as a result of the win, moves up 9 positions. And that will do it from Texas Motor Speedway.
Great day, driver, and it's all about to get better. We now have a new sponsor wanting to sign us up.
And we have a sponsorship offer here from Freightliner for 5 races. And we will take this sponsorship and We will renew the sponsorship with Safety Clean. And we will see what is next week. Oh dear. Next week, Thunder Valley, Bristol Motor Speedway. The fastest half mile on the circuit. Fastest half mile in the South. Till next week, this is Turbo Wheeler. A very exhausted Turbo Wheeler. Saying, keep the pedal down. Keep on rocking. And I'll see you in Bristol.